Your attention, and God bless America.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day. Attention passengers for Flight 1370. The plane has been delayed at its departure point and will be at least 2 hours late. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Are you serious? It took us over an hour to get here, 2 hours going through security and getting our tickets, and now we have to wait another 2 hours.
Yeah, it's beautiful here, but we're inside this overcrowded airport all day because the plane is stuck in bad weather.
This is the last time we ever do this. When we get back, we're going to Ocala Aviation and getting our pilot's license.
Yeah, we've been talking about that long enough. It's about time we did it. Then we could just fly ourselves and never have to deal with this mess again.
Right. No long lines, no full body groping security, no baggage checks.
Not to mention never losing your luggage. Remind me again why we haven't done that?
Well, we're idiots.
Oh, right.
Attention all passengers for Flight 1370. It looks like the plane is going to be delayed a little bit longer. The airline has lost the pilot's luggage. Isn't it time you got your pilot's license? Call Ocala Aviation today. 352-861-7484. That's 352-861-7484. Hey, you've earned it. Call today.
Dad's service to our country is something we're so proud of. He made a difference and set a great example. Now it's our turn to honor the sacrifices he made for our family and this country. As veteran specialists, Hires Baxley Funeral Service helps us celebrate Dad's life and can help you too. Hires Baxley is here for you during your time of need or when planning for the future. For more information, call 352-484-0891 or visit hiresbaxley.com/choice.
It's Monday. Not sure how you did it, but you actually survived an entire 2 days without hearing from Tom. Good job to you. And once again, good luck.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Monday. I'm trying to make it Tuesday already. Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Monday. Hey, if you're a parent of a student here in Marion County, your life just got a little exponentially easier this morning with a rollout of a new app. That's right. School bus driver shortages have led to all kinds of delays. You hear about people. I have friends of mine that post on Facebook that they've been waiting at a bus stop an hour and a half for their kids to get here, and how's that work? Well, how's that happening? Well, now parents will have a new tool to let them know exactly when their child buses arrived at their child's bus stop in the morning and afternoons. It's called the Here Comes the Bus app. It can be downloaded in the Google Play Store for Android or the Apple Store for iPhone. It allows parents to track your child's school bus. Kevin Christian, the Public Relations Director for the Marion County Public Schools, said that Sonova Solutions LLC app was tested before Monday's rollout. District staff were asked to use it to see what they thought. Staff, including Kevin Christian, actually piloted the system for a few weeks before it was introduced publicly. Kevin said he could get a notice that the bus was approaching the bus stop in the morning and in the afternoon. It works. It works great. It utilizes GPS services, provides parents a visual bus route reference on mobile devices so that families can better plan for the bus arrival in advance. It's kind of like, I looked at the app, it's kind of like the same way Uber does, the same way Uber technology does. The app serves as an additional outreach to enhance communication between the district and families. According to Christian, the district will continue using Sky Alert messaging via telephone, email, and text to share information with families regarding bus schedules and delays. It is a free app to download. After downloading it, users must use the Marion County Public School access code, which is 670. They then must provide an email address and their child's identification number to create an account. If you have questions, you can call the school's district transportation department at 671-7050 or go to marionschools.net/page/. /93578. Here's the big question, though. Can anybody track their school buses? No. No, they can't. For safety reasons, parents can only track their child's bus. The app does not allow just for random tracking of buses. People without a child in the school system and families where the student does not ride a bus, they also can't access the app. So this, for safety, only parents that have kids on the bus can track the buses. But it just gives you a better GPS service to provide parents of the bus route, lets you know exactly where your kid's bus is at all times. Just another way you can keep up with your children as they come home on the school buses. And hopefully it'll help facilitate better communication, which will lead to some less arguments. Because I know there's some parents that are fired up at these bus stops when their kids are an hour late, and justifiably so. When your kid's an hour late, hour and a half late for an arrival, you're supposed to get there at 4 and they get home at 5:47. I had a friend of mine put on Facebook, my kid's bus was supposed to be here at 4:05. It's now 5:47. We just see the bus coming down the road. Well, that's a long time. That's, what's that? Hour and 32 minutes? Something like that, hour and 42 minutes that the bus was late. That's a long time to sit at the bus stop and not know where your kids are. But this app is going to now allow you to go and track your kids. You can download it. Like I said, it's called Here Come the Bus app. You can download it in the Google Play Store for Android, the Apple Store for iPhones. And then once you download the app, you must use the Marion County Public School area access code, and that access code is 670. But kudos to the school system for putting something like this in, because, I mean, it can get hairy as a parent sitting out there and you're waiting for your kids. And, I don't have any children, but at one time I was in a relationship with a girl who had 3 kids, and I would go to the bus stop to pick them up, and, you'd leave work, or you'd leave projects, or you'd leave something that, in a plan that you were trying to get done. You'd leave that to go to the bus stop, and then you had to sit at the bus stop for an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. It can disrupt your day, and this will help you better plan, let you know where your bus is. And the big key is, for safety reasons, only parents can track their child's bus. There is no just random tracking of buses. So, sexual predators and monsters and all can't just go on this website and track buses. People without a child in the school system and families where the student doesn't ride a bus, they have no access to the app. They can't access the app. So keep that in mind, that it is very safe conscious too. Again, if you have any questions about this new app, you can contact the school district's transportation department at 352-671-7050. Again, that is the district's transportation department at 352-671-7050. If you weren't listening earlier, I'll give you an update. There is a boiled water notice in effect for customers in the Pine Ridge and the Hunters Trace community. Marion County Utilities has issued a precautionary boil water notice. You can, if you're using the water for brushing your teeth, cooking, drinking, making ice, or washing dishes, it needs to be brought to a rapid boil for at least 1 minute before you use it. And that's because that area, the treatment facility in that area, lost power for a bit of time. And so they're just, out of abundance of precaution, they're telling the people in 216 customers in Pine Ridge and the Hunter Trace communities to boil your water for at least 1 minute. And if you're using it for laundry, bathing, or showering, they say it don't need to be boiled, but I'd boil it regardless of whether it needs it or not. Good morning. You're on Ocala Talks.
Morning, Tom. You want to know why the school buses are running late?
Because we don't have
an ex-school bus driver.
Well, why? We don't have enough drivers. One.
Well, yeah, that's it. Driver shortage, pay, which Marion County did bump it up, but it's the parents. Parents and their little preciouses that take the time getting off the bus and walking over to the bus.
And how crazy parents react. Yeah, and how crazy parents react.
Yeah, so exactly. Some parents are overburdening, and they want to talk to the school bus driver, and that sets us back on our route. And unfortunately, that's what happens. And it's a shame your friend had to wait an extra hour and a half. But when you've got 5 or 6 parents that come and they park down the road, or the kid's scared that you don't want to get off, or something that you don't want to get off, it makes it harder. So it's a tough gig to drive school bus.
It is a tough gig. I wouldn't.
Well, I drive truck now. I enjoyed it when my son was little. It gave me a way to babysit him and have him with me. But nowadays, everybody thinks their little precious is all that matters, and they don't care about anybody else down the line. So these parents have got to stop with the holding the school buses up, or the school buses. Sometimes when the drivers get to know the kids, then they're waiting for that child to come from down the road or something, and they're too busy on their damn phones now, and they dawdle along.
Well,
that sets the schedule back, so it's aggravating. So
yep, thanks
that's my little piece. You have a good day.
Thank you. We're up against the break. We'll be right back after this timeout on WOCA, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
Sacramento police are reporting Sunday that multiple shooters were involved in an early morning violence that killed 6 people and 12 were wounded. Police Chief Kathy Lester provided no information about the suspects or the motive for the shooting that happened a few blocks from the state capitol. All shooters remain at large. Ukrainian authorities are investigating possible war crimes by Russia after finding hundreds of executed bodies near Kyiv after Kremlin forces withdrew.
Bucha massacre is the most outrageous atrocity of the 21st century. By what we've seen in Bucha and vicinity, we can conclude that Russia is worse than ISIS.
Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba in the town of Bucha, 23 miles northwest of Kyiv city center. Reuters reported seeing a man executed with his hands tied behind his back. USA Radio News.
The first 10 amendments to our country's Constitution were adopted in 1791. The first of these broadly protects the rights of free speech and free press. Free speech means the free and public expression of opinions without censorship, interference, and restraint by the government. 231 years later, free speech across America is under chronic and insidious attack. GCN is under attack. Your freedom is currently under siege from those who do not want you to know the truth. I'm asking our fellow broadcasters and you to rise up and help us defend our right to continue telling you the truth. Would you like to join us? If so, please consider visiting SaveGCN.com. That's SaveGCN.com. From there, you can learn more about what's happening. You may click follow, share, give, and pray. I'm Vincent Finelli.
Form sofa, which is insane.
Know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Tune in to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors, Sunday mornings at 8 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Listen Sunday